Go. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ayasa Fabula, and I'm a grade 9 student at Golden Achievers Academy. I'm here right now to know more information about a person who has contributed something to our country, the Philippines. She is a Chief Technical Services Division of Philippine Textile Research Institute, also known as PTRI. She is a chemical engineer by profession, and she is a widow and a mother of two both successful individuals. She is a church elder and a leader, and also known as Sister May. That person is no other than Engineer Rico. Good morning, Engineer Rico.
Good morning, Aye.
I have seen that Ivan and Lovely are both successful in their chosen careers. So, as a mother, how did you raise your children?
Yeah, it's a very difficult task to raise two children without a father because their father was working before in Saudi Arabia. And of course, as a mother, I have to discipline them. And especially when they are studying, they have to to study hard and not to watch television from Monday to Thursday night. And they have to get good grades always.
How do you describe yourself as a mother?
As a mother, I'm very strict. I'm a dominant person. I'm very keen on children not obeying their parents. So I see to it that the children obey my parents.
Was it hard to be a working mom?
Yes, it's very hard as a mother and as a father. As I mentioned earlier, it's very hard because you have to raise two children without a father, and it's very difficult, of course, especially when they are sick. You have to do your things on your own, and of course, the only consolation that I have is I have God at my side.
What are those advices that you were kept on telling them when they were still young for them to become a good person when they grow up?
They should be God-fearing. That's why when they're still young, I saw to it that they go to church every Sunday and read Bibles at the same time and see to it that, let's say, one of the commandments of the Lord is to honor their parents. They have to honor their parents.
Are you satisfied with what they've become now?
Yes, they are both working. Ivan is already married and had one child, and Lavi is also working. They are both a graduate of computer studies, and they earn more than I earn.
Okay, so now let's talk about your work. What is PTRI?
PTRI is the Philippine Textile Research Institute. It is under the Department of Science and Technology, and it is a national government agency. So the budget of PTRI it came from the national government, and PTRI as a agency of the department has three major functions. First, it undertakes research and development utilizing natural fibers for textile and garments. And then we do conduct training programs all over the country on textile processing technologies. And we do conduct also or undertake testing services.
So, what is the nature of this business or government agency?
As a government agency, it is involved on textile R&D as one of the functions. And if you notice, one of the functions of PTRI is to conduct the quality testing of fibers, garments, fabrics, to see to it that the quality of the materials being used are considered at par with other materials that are being used in other countries.
Why is it important?
It is important because as a consumer, you wanted to wear something that is of good quality. I don't know if what you are wearing already faded out because it is not new anymore. But PTRI sees to it that the garments, when laundered or washed, should not stain or should not be should retain its color.
Is it the first company you work with, or you had previous experiences working with other company before?
No, Peter is the second company that I've worked with. Previously, I worked with the Department of Science and Technology at the main office. And one of my functions is under the planning, economic, and statistics division.
When did you start working in PTRI, and how long have you been working there?
Before I worked in PTRI, I was employed in the Department of Science and Technology in 1984. So I started working in PTRI in 1988. So imagine how long have I been working. It's almost 30, more than 30 years. I've been working in the government for more than 30 years.
Very long. When did you start working? Oh, sorry. Do you still remember what was your first job there?
Yeah, my first job was a science research specialist because in the department, we are calling ourselves scientists. So my first job is science research specialist 1. When I was working in the finishing section, do dyeing, do training. And then I was promoted in 1990 as science research specialist 2. And then in 1994 as senior science research specialist. And then in 2000 I was promoted as supervising science research specialist. And of course, in my current position, I got this in 2009, if I'm not mistaken.
How do you describe Rico at work?
Rico is very hardworking and very strict. And of course, that is my legacy in Peter. A hardworking, very dedicated employee of Peter.
How essential is your work to the agency?
Without the position that I have right now as a chief science research specialist. Actually, that's the position title, but the designation is the chief technical services division. So I'm in charge of the textile processing section and the testing section of PTRI.
Did you ever experience difficult situations, or like seems to be impossible to work it out?
Impossible, no. Difficult situations, yes. But those are situations that can be handled.
When do you plan to retire?
I'm planning to retire at the age of 60, and this year I'll be turning 60 in September. But hopefully I'll be retiring first quarter of 2017.
After your retirement, what are you planning to do as a citizen?
As a citizen, I'm planning to have some social and civic works.
So right now, let's talk about our country. Do you love your country?
Of course, I stayed here, I work here, and although I went to other countries outside the Philippines, but I love to return to my country because I love the Philippines.
Specifically, what do you love the most in our country?
Philippines is a very democratic country, and as today or this month we are celebrating the Women's Month, and also today is the International Year of Women. So what I love about our country is that they respect the role of women in the society, and there are a lot of women leaders in the government.
Are you doing something to preserve it?
Yes, that's the reason why I work hard, because I wanted to share my expertise for my country, and I want to serve my country as a woman, being a woman leader in my position. So it's really important to be successful in that area.
Are you helping your country? If yes, how and in what aspect?
As a government employee, yes, I am helping my country because we earn some income for the country, and basically we earn around 3 million pesos per year, and that goes back to the Bureau of Treasury, who handles the money of the government.
So are you proud of your country, your work?
Yes, I will stay in PTRI for more than 30 years if I'm not proud of my work. And although I wanted to do more, but the age will not require it because the compulsory retirement for government employees is 65. But I want to retire earlier at age 60 or 61 because I wanted to do more for my country, not only as a government employee, but of course as a social and civic personnel that works for the good of the environment.
If ever you are not working, how can you help your country?
I can obey traffic rules. I can segregate the garbage. I can also help the community where I live in.
Lastly, in what way you can contribute in the Philippines as a citizen of it?
As a citizen, actually it's the same question. That as a citizen, I can obey rules. I can exercise my right to vote.
That's all for now, Engineer Rico. Thank you for your time and have a great day ahead.
Thank you also.